We are back with a repeat, ascending in weight and skills. Let's break down 25.2 to ensure you get the best score possible. Initial thoughts on this workout: you can make a lot of mistakes with your pacing and your warm-up. Don't get ahead of yourself and think determination alone is going to get you a great score. You might be surprised, but even some of the best scores in the world and some of the best athletes are going to break up this workout. So you probably should too. But let's get to the breakdown. Let's go over the athlete performances from the live show. I personally think both athletes underperformed in this workout. Sydney was able to beat her score in 2022, but Emily was actually 5 seconds slower. Now, they both did phenomenal, but they let their environment dictate their pace. Having to do a live performance with the energy in the crowd probably put too much pressure on them, so they felt like they needed to go unbroken and really fast out of the gate. Emily came out really quick, was able to hold on to her lead with unbroken sets, but Sydney also was able to come back and make that deficit a lot smaller by breaking up earlier. If both athletes had taken more breaks on the gymnastics earlier, I believe we could have seen 30 to 60 seconds shaved off their times. That should be a lesson to everyone watching. Break up early and often, but I'll get to more on that soon. The warm-up really matters here, like in every event. But getting blood flow to the localized muscles and the patterns you're going to be using for a workout like this are going to make a difference. When you get to the gym, you need to start with mobility. Get the wrists, shoulders, spine, hips, and ankles really loose. Reducing energy waste per rep and being more smooth starts with the warm-up and the mobility. Next, you're going to get into some movement prep where you're going to open up a little bit more with some load. I will have all of these movements linked below. We're going to do 2 to 3 sets of a counterbalance Cossack squat to open up the hips and the ankles. You want to sit deep into these and put pressure on the hips and put pressure on the ankle. And then you're going to do 12 alternating front rack openers. This will help you open up the front rack so that you can be as smooth as possible during the thruster. Next, we need to get some blood flow. This, again, is going to help us get some blood to the localized muscles and prep the movements that we're going to do in the workout. So you're going to do 10 minutes at easy effort of a 10 cal row, 100 single unders, 10 air squats, and then a 100-foot farmer's carry. Keep it light. Next, we need to prep and prime the thruster. You're going to build to a heavy set of 3 on the thruster from the floor. This really only needs to be 10 or 20% more of the last working weight. It doesn't need to be heavy, but it needs to be a little bit tough, and it needs to be fast and look good. If you're going to struggle with the final bar, then maybe you should just work up to that final weight and do 1 to 2 reps there. This workout's also going to be fast and take some power, so you need to do a little bit of energy system prep as well. Here, we're going to do 20 seconds of a hard effort on the rower with a 2-minute and 40-second rest 3 times. This, again, is not maximal, but you do want to go pretty fast here. You shouldn't be dead on the floor after this, but you should have a little bit of pump in the legs and the upper body. Next, we're going to practice the movements. I have 3 sets here laid out with each weight and each gymnastics movement. You're not doing a full set of each, but you're going to practice, prep, and warm up each movement. Here, you need to practice being efficient, work on your transitions, and visualize yourself doing the workout. Visualize yourself having a good performance and get your mind right for the workout. After this, you want to rest 5 to 10 minutes, closer to the 5-minute side, and then hit the workout. And after, you really need to focus on a good cool down. Get on the bike or get on the rower and then finish with some good stretching and relax. Don't just go sit down and relax after the workout. Break up early. Breaking the pull-ups and the chest to bar into 2 to 3 sets from the start will really help. Some athletes in 2022 were able to go sub 5 minutes with breaking up the chest to bar and the pull-up and the bar muscle up. Even the thruster can be broken up if you are disciplined enough to stay on the bar and keep the rest short. Unless you see yourself going sub 7 minutes, I think you should be breaking up the gymnastics and the early thruster bars. But you can still go sub 7 and break up the thruster as well. Relax and stay efficient. The more efficient you can be, the more juice you will have in the later rounds. And that's the whole theme of this workout. How well can you do the bar muscle ups and the 135 bar under fatigue? Don't let the clock or your environment pressure you into breaking from your plan. This workout is a great test of fitness, but is also a great test of how disciplined you can be in a workout. Feel free to reach out with any questions or strategy tips, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I hope you crush it and go have a great workout.